Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day with Everyday Faith. I would be lying if I said I was not very excited about the devotional today. I love the fellowship we have in the mornings with the devotions, but today is kind of special. If you'll notice the illustration on the devotion, Sean Bay, our designer, illustrated this. This is Dolly Parton, and it's a Dolly Parton quote. If you've been keeping up with any of the news over the last couple months, you'll know that Dolly Parton was giving a ton of money and support to the families in Gatlinburg who lost their homes. She is also a very big believer, which is cool. So I was very happy that we decided to include this quote. The quote from Dolly today is, "Storms make trees take deeper roots." In the 1980s, in the desert, they built a biodome, so pretty much a glass enclosed structure that was supposed to be the absolute perfect living conditions. And there was people living there, there was plants, fauna, all kinds of stuff. And everything was perfect, but when the trees got to a certain height, they would fall over. It was the only thing that wasn't surviving in the biodome. And it was puzzling the scientists who created it. They couldn't figure it out until one day they realized that the one element that they left out of the biodome was wind. And without the wind pushing the trees back and forth, the trees never developed a strong root system. So when they would get to a certain height, they would fall over. There was a limit to how tall they could grow because they were never being pushed. So Dolly knows what's up, right? Just like her quote says, storms make trees take deeper roots. Storms and obstacles, instead of looking at the top of the tree that might be shaking, you have to look below. You have to look into the soil and see the roots that are taking hold and understand that those roots are going to allow that tree to grow much bigger than it ever would have had it not encountered those storms. Just like with the biodome experiment, there's a limit to how far we can grow if we're not challenged and we're not presented obstacles in our way. And that's what God does. God brings us storms and brings challenges into our life to help us grow. He doesn't do it because he's angry at us or mad at us. He actually does it because he loves us. How many of us go through storms in our own lives and we don't stop to think about that? We always look at them as a hindrance, as a burden, as something that we just have to get through as fast as we can. But instead, really pay attention during those storms and realize that this is an opportunity for you to grow that God has put on your plate, and there's a reason for it. This is one of my favorite devotions because it's something I think we can all relate to. I would hazard to say that all of us at some point in our lives have felt like we're hitting a challenge or going through a storm where God may have turned his back on us, when instead, this is actually God using those challenges to direct us in the right path and to grow our faith stronger so that we can reach new heights that we never would have known had existed if he hadn't put that storm in our path. If you like this devotion, please share it. Give us a little shout of amen in the comments. Remember, we're all in this together, and we'll see you tomorrow.